It is Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday morning. I am obviously once again getting started very late today, but it is what it is. I also woke up late because I stayed up late. So, cause and effect, right? You do one thing, something else happens, and something else happens after that, too. So the plan for today, and hopefully this is the plan, and we'll see how much of it gets done. I know how much I would love to get done today, but like I said, we'll see. The plan for today is to finish doing the sheetrock mud in that room and paint upstairs. I'm going to paint first because that's going to take the longest. The sheetrock mud won't take me that long to do. The sheetrock mud won't take me that long to do. Painting will, and since I have to clean up outside and we're expecting rain today, given I can see the thunderstorms already on the horizon over there, I want to get that done first. Because I also need to run some errands. Errands, they never stop. They never, ever, ever stop. You always have to run them. There's always something. Anyways, I will show you what a painted room looks like after I'm done. Alright. Well, y'all can, I might be able to hear the coffee pot going on in the background. I need it. But, as you can see behind me, there's white paint on the walls finally. That is me edging out the entire room. Yeah, the entire room. So I can put paint on a roller and fill in all of the big areas. The cutting out that I did took me an hour and a half. And I have to do it again because while it looks fantastic, once you get to it up close, it is not fantastic. And it's almost dry. So what I'm going to do is take a break, eat some lunch, and then cut out everything again. You can cut out the windows. You can barely tell. Or the window, plural. Didn't need to. Whatever. Then I'm going to cut it out again, just so that it's done. 2 coats on the cutout, because the brush work for me seems to always be a little bit lighter than the roller work. Maybe it's the way I paint. Maybe it's the fact that this is all new sheetrock from sheetrock mud, and it needs the second coat no matter what. So once that's all done, once the coffee's made, I'm going to go eat lunch, and then come do this again. I'm probably only going to get this room painted tonight. We'll see about the bathroom. Might happen. Actually, it needs to happen, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, I'll be working late tonight because this guy right here, woke up late today. So I get to pay for it. Well, the walls are painted. First coat. I mean, doesn't look bad for a first coat. Definitely needs a second. But I'm probably going to end up using 5 gallons of paint to finish this room. Which makes me really scared to paint downstairs. Like really. I also painted the ceiling up here too. It probably doesn't help anything, but I kind of had to. Blend everything together and get rid of all of the marks and stuff that were on the ceiling. But the ceiling doesn't need to get painted again. There's some touch-up spots maybe. I may roll over where I put sheetrock mud on, but ceiling's done. It's the walls that I I have done all of it. First coat. You can't even tell in this shot that this is white. This is white. It's because, alright, it's because this light right here goes on and off like it wants to. Or because of other stuff. Give me a second. Now you can tell it's white. Let's walk back up here so it doesn't look as bright and sunny anymore. You actually get to see all of the blue light that is going off. So these are done. This is all done. Also, my skin tones is back to not being orange. Anyways, that's the update. I got one more coat to do here in a little bit, but I'm going to sit down and take a break. And then paint that. Then when it dries tomorrow, we put that back, put the fan back, put the new light in, because I have it, and then do the fun stuff, because even though the walls are done, the floor's not. I do have the floor. Down there by the door. That's the floor that's going in here. It'll obviously have to get cleaned because it's been sitting there for 4 years. Well, as you can see, I've already been doing stuff this morning, including blowing my face out. The light, fans back up. This is coffee. It is also 11 o'clock in the morning. And the stairs has a new light, which I just noticed this morning when I came up here. I'm going to have to paint the stairs again, third coat, because this brown, that color right there, that color is so disgustingly thick. It's taken 3 coats of paint every time to cover it. Now, yes, I am changing the color, but 3 coats of paint. I would say it's almost worth it to do what I did here, which was, take the walls all the way down to sheetrock. I've only got the scaffold for a week. I'm going to get it on Tuesday. I don't think so. It'd take me a week to take all of it down. I don't got that kind of time, yo. Anyways, still got to put the louver back on the vent, cover up all these holes that are related to electric plugs, and then clean up. Then we can get to installing the floor, cleaning and installing the floor. So when we can do that, I'll show you all the floor when it's finished this evening or tomorrow. Hopefully this. I'm about halfway through the room. Yeah. And I gotta stop for tonight. Reason being, I need a jigsaw to cut around that. I have one, I just don't have a blade for it. So I'll pick one up tomorrow. And then carry on. I'm also getting the scaffolding tomorrow, apparently. Earlier than I thought I was going to get it. So, anyways, that's it for now. This upstairs room is almost done, so one more big giant project off the checklist. remember I said plans got changed? Scaffold. So, looks like I'm painting the outside of the house this week. So, first things first, I can clean that giant mess up and then get started. My parents will be here in a little bit, so updates might be a little sketch this week as far as what goes into the video. We'll see. But, needless to say, by the end of the week, this will be gray, the outside will be gray, and the inside will be done. I have until like Sunday at 9 o'clock to get this back. Alright, so it's been a couple of days since I recorded anything. Outside of the trim, and that little piece right there, the north facing side of this house is done. Like, completely. Yeah, I've got the trim, and I've got to redo, I've got to do those stairs again, put a second coat on them. But then the trim on these windows and the north side is completely done. I'm going to insert a shot of the south side. I had the scaffold up over there for a couple of days. If I can find it. There we go. I had the scaffold up there for a couple of days. It was just really hot. And so, like, couldn't do anything past like 9 o'clock in the morning. So Wednesday I got everything set up and moved. Well, Tuesday, me and my dad moved the scaffold from the north side to the south side of the house. And then on Tuesday I painted a little bit, and I was just done. I was wrecked from doing this side of the house. And then Wednesday I got up early. I was out here at 7:30. By the time it was 9 o'clock, 9 a.m., it was 108 in the sun. By the time I stopped at 10, it was 118. It was done. I was baked. I was broiled. So I went inside and worked on the floor upstairs. And then this morning, I got up at 3 a.m. It's Thursday. I got up at 3 a.m. this morning and finished what I needed to on the south side and tore the scaffolding down. It's inside currently. I'll show y'all some of that here in a second. But I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna go get a shot of the south side. The AC unit's on over there. That's why I'm not on that side. So I'll get a shot of it just so y'all can see it. But it's like the top 10 feet of the house is done. Whereas the bottom 10 feet I can get with a ladder and on foot, so that's easy to get. I just needed to get the top part done where the scaffolding. Because I have to tear it down Saturday night and load it into my truck so that I can return it Sunday morning. It has to be back at 9 a.m. Anyways. Yeah, I'll take y'all inside in a little bit, or I'll take y'all inside and show you what inside looks like. Alright, so I'm upstairs now. All of it's done. Well, I say all of it. There's like 3 inches back there that's not finished, but pretty much all the rest of it's done. Yeah, that's all finished and good to go and ready to move on. Now I can set up the scaffold and work on that. That crack goes all the way up to that corner up there. There's the scaffold. That's my project for this afternoon, is get it set up and get that taken care of, or started taking care of, just so that it is done. So that being said, y'all are all caught up for the week. I haven't recorded since Monday, but yeah. So I have to get basically everything from this beam right here to this beam right here, about 10 feet of it, sheetrocked and painted before before Saturday. I got some work to do. Anyways, thought I'd bring you all up to date. One more thing before I stop this clip. I think I have just enough of the red oak left over to do the stairs. I gotta do some math. I think I have like 38 square feet, and I think the stairs are like 36. So yeah, I gotta make sure that my math is proper and correct, because if it is, the stairs are getting covered in red oak. That'll take one other thing off my list of things that I have to go buy or figure out what to do something with. So yesterday, I got the scaffold built inside. It's only 2 sections, it's 10 feet tall. And then I got that cleaned off right there, that chunk. Yeah, all of the pieces that I had missed, I got them cleaned up. And then just a little while ago, I went through and filled all of the cracks with concrete, or not concrete, with sheetrock mud, which is all in the process of drying at the moment. And once it's dry, I will go back through and start working on corners and mudding and floating paper tape into corners and open spots. There are a few places where I'm going to go ahead and preemptively paper tape, because I ain't doing nothing right now. And those will make my life a little bit easier later when it comes to floating the rest of this out. So yeah, that's the update for the moment. Outside this morning, I was up at 2:30 again. I painted all of the window trim. I painted all of the trim that I had left. So the trim outside is done. All I have left to do is paint the gray, paint the eave, paint the gray. There's 2 chunks of the eave I have left to do. And then I have to do the underside of the eaves. And then painting outside will be done, hopefully maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I'm going to try to get some painting done tonight when the sun goes down. Weather holding out, because it looks like there's a little nastiness on the west side of me, but probably not going to rain. So yeah, I'm just chugging along, trying to get stuff done. This scaffold has to go back Sunday morning. It's Friday, I think. I've lost track of what day of the week it is. My sleep schedule having been what it has been this week, I don't know what day it is. So that's a bad thing. But this definitely has to go back Sunday morning by 9 o'clock, which means I have to be done Saturday night. No questions asked. Done, down, loaded in my truck, and ready to go. So I gotta hustle. Whoops! So I gotta hustle. Which is kind of why I'm keeping an eagle eye on the sheetrock mud up there. That's literally the reason why this is inside, is for this wall, sheetrock mud and paint. That's it. It's the only reason why this is in here. Otherwise, it'd still be outside. It doesn't need to be. Actually, no, I'm not doing that to myself. I could take it outside and paint this corner over here, which I might. We'll see. Seems like I miscalculated the number of days that I have the scaffold for. I have it for an extra day. It doesn't have to come back until Monday morning. Today's Saturday. So that means I still woke up at 5, but I needed to sleep because apparently I was really tired. But so all of there's been a lot of stuff that's been patched. There's a lot of stuff that'll have to get a little more sheetrock mud to make it better, to make it smooth, and then some sanding, all the fun stuff. And I haven't checked it yet, but the piece that I was working on yesterday, that's my biggest concern, the reason why the scaffold's in here, is done. I need to double check it, make sure it's actually finished. But as far as I know, it is completely finished, which means it's getting paint on it today. And so because it's going to get paint on it today, I actually need to crawl up there and check it. Make sure it's all smooth, make sure it's flat, make sure I don't have to put any more sheetrock mud on it. Because if I do, that's step 1, and then I gotta wait for it to dry. Which means I'll do other sheetrock mudding projects while I'm doing that. But if it's dry, I'm just gonna go straight to paint, because that means I can tear this down. And since I have it for an extra day, there's a spot outside on the south side that I didn't get, that I took a look at yesterday, that I can totally get from the scaffold without having any major issues. So the scaffold's going to go back outside. Which means tomorrow morning I'll be painting the outside of the south side of the house, which will make my life a whole lot easier, which means I've only got one really crazy spot that I got to get with the ladder, and that's right over there in that area. But that shouldn't be any problem, shouldn't be too big of a problem for me to do. The biggest thing is going to be heat, no matter what. It's just really hot still, thanks to Ida, or at least that's what they're saying. Who knows? Yeah, progress. Much progress has been made. Makes me happy. Much more progress will be made today. Hopefully this room can be finished in the next couple of days. I can move on to the bathroom and then finish upstairs and stuff like that. And then pictures and put it on the market. Hopefully by the end of next week. At least that's the plan. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll be back once I have paint on the walls. I did say I'd bring you back when there's paint on the wall. There's let's coat 1. Let's hope it doesn't take more than 2. It might. I think this side over here, right here, is a little too light as far as paint goes, and then this wall right here, I need to come do the top part again. You can still see brown through it, and it's got 2 coats of paint on it. So, about that. But anyways, I have one corner to stick paper tape in, that one, and then all of the paper tape will be installed in the main room. And then I've got, after that it's just float out and fill in, essentially. I have most of them done. I gotta go back and do a second or third coat on some of them. I think I'm gonna take a break though. I've been going for about 3.5 hours straight since lunch. Between taping, mudding walls and paint and everything else, I haven't stopped since I took lunch break, so break time. Yeah. I think for the rest finish doing sheetrock mud and continue working on getting the wall painted so that I can take that scaffold down and move it outside so I can finish the outside of the house since I have that extra day somehow. Yeah. I think this is the last day for this vlog. I know it's taking me a little while longer. It's a longer time span between videos. Normally I post on Saturday, but Saturday I was just beat, exhausted. Like, I sat down to my computer at 8 o'clock and like was done. I didn't even have the mental capacity to edit a video on Saturday. Yesterday I needed a day off. Yesterday was Sunday. I say I needed a day off and I still did sheetrock work. But today I'm going to finish up the sheetrock work. At least that's the plan. I'm going to try to finish all of it. That way tomorrow I can paint inside. Which also means the bathroom too. That's kind of scary. And then once painting's finished, all I have left to do is the stairs, finish the floor upstairs, and finish painting outside. And then move stuff to storage and take a run to the dump. And the house is going to get listed. So hopefully by Friday, Thursday, Friday, we're scheduling when this house is listed. Getting pictures and everything else done. So we'll see. Hopefully. Anyways, I will catch y'all back up here in a little bit and go from there. Sheetrock work. Alright, so as you can see, it's dark outside. All good. I've been working inside all day, so we're fine. So, from what I can tell, the sheetrock mud in the big room is done, completed, finished. Which means tomorrow this room gets painted. And this is where this video ends. If you haven't done so yet, hit the like button. Yeah, also go ahead and consider subscribing and hit the notification bell for when I upload, which is usually on Saturday, except for this week, because it's just been a week. It's been one of those weeks. Yeah. So with all of that, y'all have a blessed rest of the week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.